Here we go. Uh, Whoops, excuse me. Jeez. Another video. Hopefully it's not 21 minutes long. Although if it was, I wouldn't be too upset. Because the 21-minute long video last time was nice. Like, it was sweet, I think. Um, can I just talk about my day? Is that okay with you? What do you say? Uh, I don't know. My day was a slog to get through. Um, I had to go to school, summer school, right? Which I should just finish with the classes already. But it's so hard to. Like, if it's self-motivated, I'll get it done. If I have to sit in a room with a bunch of annoying people, and I have the chance to talk to one of my friends, I'm gonna get nothing done. Because I'm either not gonna be able to focus, or I'm gonna talk to my friends and not do any of the work, right? And also, I'm lazy. At least I think that's what it is. Or actually, I think it's just like a lack of motivation. Like it's the same reason I really don't like take care of myself much, right? Because you could be, I don't know, do lazy people stink as in not shower? What is laziness? Cuz I understand like laziness as like a product of just like I don't know, being lazy, right? Like being like just not wanting to do anything with your life and you'd rather sit there and do nothing, I guess, is the way to put it, right? Uh or I don't know, cuz laziness is a bad quality, right? But what causes it? Cuz I feel lazy and unmotivated, but I don't the idea of getting better hurts. Like it's not I don't know. Doing things doing stuff that are based around me is hard. Like yeah, I did like one of my friends. I did like 3 of their assignments this week, right? And I barely finished one of mine this week so far. And like I just pumped out their assignments so quickly, right? Like immediately done, right? And like 100, right? And but with me I like take so long. See, and I is that considered laziness or is it like I don't know. See, cuz that's always my problem is and like I've thought about this cuz you have so much more to deal with than I do, right? But I just don't want to try. And what's the solution to that? Try? Keep on trying? But that's hard. And I'd rather just try for somebody else. Because that's easy. I can convince myself of somebody else's motives. I don't have any motives for myself, right? It's just like, well, you'd be doing better. So, I don't know. It's definitely not a healthy mindset. I understand that. But like what is the solution? Do more shit? That's dumb. I hate that as a solution. And then what if it what and is I don't know. Cuz it hurts to think that I'm just lazy, right? And that's the one way to put it. It's just like well cuz laziness is just you don't really care. But I feel like it's you don't care in like a hey man, calm down. Like ignorant type of like you don't care because you're too childish, right? You can't really you're not trying to care or understand why you should care, whatever, right? Um, but my problem is I'm horrible. I'm a horrible procrastinator. I don't know. I just hate I can't do things that are based on myself. I feel I've talked about this with somebody, right? I start feeling like a little bit confident and I'm like, "Damn. I'm kind of hot, right? And then immediately afterwards, it's just like, you're a bad person. Is that an ego? And it's not an ego. It's literally confidence. There's a difference. Ego, being egotistical, is, I don't know. It. Where do you draw the line with these things? Laziness and like lack of just, or like, because people can be lazy, yeah, just because they never actually had to do anything in their whole lives, right? Or they could be lazy because they're like, I don't know, they don't feel like it matters, right? So like, what's the point? Like that type of laziness. And where do you draw the line on that? Like, well, actually, that's an easy line to draw. But like, there's negative laziness where like nobody's getting better and it's your fault, right? And then there's stuff that's out of your control because you're just like, you feel detached from your body, whatever, right? And you don't feel like trying because you can't really try. Like, I don't know. See, this is hard to talk about because I feel like I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna mess something up, right? Oh, that's a neat bug. Um, Hold up. I don't know. It's scary, and I guess I should maybe care about myself more, right? And that would help with my laziness. Laziness is, yeah, because my laziness is because I don't care about myself. Other people's laziness is because they only care about themselves, right? And it's just like, no, I don't want to do that, right? They're like, go do it yourself, I guess. But with me, I'd say that to myself. No, no, but then if I talk about these problems too much and I don't do anything, is that because that is another flaw because it seems like I'm just doing it for attention. But genuinely, what am I supposed how do you work to better yourself? See, I'm just asking a lot of questions here that I can't get an answer to. See, and I think that is what having a significant other did help a lot because it is just oh, they care about me? Well, I guess to help them out, help keep them from frowning. I guess I should eat breakfast and lunch and dinner this morning, right? And although you shouldn't rely on them completely, it still helps. I had this conversation with one of my friends because I think having the mindset of I'm going to fix this person, then I'll love them is awful, right? Or like I'm going to fix this person and then it will be better for me and then I'll feel good about the relationship. No, you have to feel good about the relationship and love, you have to feel good about it the way they are, but you also need to want them to get better because that's what they want and you're there no matter what because they're literally like the best person you've ever met. Ada, I think I might be talking about you a bit here. Just a bit of a theory, but that literally was my motivation. What is that? Is that glare? No, I guess it is kind of glare. Um, because my mindset was never to like make you better because I did love you since day one, right? And there were a lot of underlying problems that I didn't really know about, but I wanted to hear them. Fuck you, random noise. I wanted to help you get better because I wanted to see you be like the best you. I don't know. I didn't want to see you be sad, of course. Like, obviously. And I wasn't holding on to this idea that once I fix you, quote unquote, you'll be better. It was more, I want to help this person fix themselves because they deserve it. They deserve to be the best they can be, right? The best them they can be. Pronouns are interesting because I just call people them, right? No matter what, because I think them is a nice blanket term. Like, oh no, they're great, right? But because if I accidentally mislabel somebody, that's offensive, right? Or it could be offensive. Like, if somebody says your name wrong, if somebody calls you, the dreaded name that, I'm not gonna speak it here. I don't want to ruin your night. If, like, a teacher calls you it, first time you have that teacher, of course you're gonna be a little bit annoyed. Because it's definitely not the first time a teacher's made that mistake, and it's just like, my name's Ada, get it down already, society, right? You're just mad in general at everyone, and then the teacher just happens to be caught in the crossfire, even though, my mindset really is, how would they know? But a lot of people don't really think about that, because when you, like, mislabel them or offend them in a certain way, they're not gonna think, well, although this is the millionth time it's happened to me today, this guy gets a free pass because I don't know him. No, it's gonna be like, man, everyone sucks. So yeah, I just say them or they. Oh yeah, they're great, right? And it works. That's it. I don't know why I felt like bringing that up. And I do say she and he a lot, right? But, like, specifically, I don't know. I think I did mess up with somebody, I did mess up with somebody a couple times. And he was, I don't know, I could tell it upset him, right? But my thing was, it was on accident. But I just still felt like, oh, that's what's making the noise. I felt like dog shit afterwards because I literally, like, hurt him because he's not gonna feel like he belongs because I mislabeled him, right? That's gonna be the mindset. That's the toll that's gonna take on them, right? Because if everyone kept on actually calling you stupid, right? Even though you were actually smart, you're gonna start to feel like they don't like you after a bit, even if it's all an accident. You're gonna start to feel like, man, am I just dumb? I don't know. That's a okay example, I guess. Like, yeah, I can't imagine the pain that must bring up for some people, especially because a lot of these individuals that are inclined to a lot of a lot of people like that, they're definitely more inclined to feel like an outcast because they literally are more likely to be outcast. Like, they are outcast because they're, well, not outcast, but minorities, I guess is the phrase. So my mindset is I need to make them feel like they belong as much as possible. Not only because they should belong, but because they probably don't feel like they belong when it's 3 a.m. at night, right? And they just feel shitty about it. Is it good? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave this. This is my talk. my concept for the day, I guess. It is just trying to make others feel better. Placing others before yourself isn't healthy, right? Like, I know that. Except I say it, do I know it? Do I act like I know it? Both. No, I don't act like I know it. Do I really know it? Probably not. But you should not only so that when you do try and help somebody, you do a better job, and it's like that, right? But also so that you're good and nobody has to help you, right? And I guess there's the reason, because you're literally you should care about you, right? But and I hate being like this. I hate being like, notice how I said those certain things, that means I don't care about myself, and like constantly drawing attention to it because it makes me feel like I'm drawing attention to it for attention. That's it. And maybe I am, right? My thing is, I don't know. Because part of me is constantly saying, yeah, that's why you're doing it. And part of me is like, no, it's because I want to get better, right? But then I don't do anything to get better. So am I just lying to myself? What's the solution? Don't bring it up ever? Because that's not good either. And then when I do think about bringing it up, I'm just going to make myself feel bad. See, it is a horrible cycle with my mind. I was thinking about it. If I want somebody to talk to, I need one, right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you realize this, but there's a lot of stuff on my mind 24/7. And a lot of it's either like just random nonsense, which I love. And then a lot of it, like, especially late at night, which I don't know what that is. It's just like ethical issues and like mental health issues. So I don't know what to say. Like, what do I do about that? And I guess it's, since it's not sustained long enough for me to consider it a genuine problem, and even if it was a genuine problem, I don't think I would acknowledge it much. I don't know. I'll get better. I promise. I'll try. I mean, like, you have nothing major to worry about. You know, I'll be here till you come back. That's for sure. And then I'll stick around after that too, because you know you're a bonus. You make it so much easier, and you do help. And I shouldn't rely on you for that help, right? I should be my own help. But God, fucking damn it, so paranoid. I can trust you, so I can trust the me helping myself too. And I know, I'm sorry, I know all I talk about is shit like this, right? Like, really depressing, like, sad issues like this, right? But it really does help. Like, I want you to know that if I do this, it's because I feel safe enough to talk about it. And, like, it does make me feel better thinking about it now, that I'm at this point where I can talk about it and I won't feel awful. So, thank you for just helping me open up. Because whenever I do this, it's definitely, well, it's not new for me, obviously. You know, you've seen me, I've done this a million times before, but it helps so much because it makes me feel like my problems are so much better when I'm not better, but more normal, maybe not as bad when I'm not holding them in and I'm not stuck with my thoughts. All right. So yeah, thank you. This always helps. Even if you, like, I don't want to make you feel like dog shit because I'm not doing good mentally, right? And for what it's worth, you're still helping. You know, from beyond the grave, you're still here, really, really helping with some of my issues. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for existing and helping me get to this point where I am now, where I can at least acknowledge that I have problems. And I can acknowledge me acknowledging that I have problems. Like, that's 2 layers deep. Who knows how many other layers there are beneath the surface? I'm pretty sure there's one more. But that's 2/3. And then next step is working on it. But first I have to acknowledge it. But literally, like, 66%, that's pretty good. I don't know. I love you. Thanks for helping. You are the best. And this is a nice little exercise for me to do. I know I do it a lot, but it's still a nice little exercise. And, you know, you get a kiss, a free kiss, right? To make it up to you. These are pink, these lines. Actually, they're kind of purple. Pink and purple. Can you tell that this shirt is pink? Not really. Alright, well, I don't know much else to say. I love you a lot. Thanks for helping make this easier. And you've made it easier, so much easier. Like, no matter what, I think I'm pretty much ahead now, right? Than where I started. Even if, like, it didn't work out, I think you've helped no matter what. And the train coming by is signaling that it's time to stop. So, bye. I love you. Bye-bye. I was gonna do that 10 more times.